Southwest Mississippi. It's Thursday morning and time for Thursday Open Lines, your weekly look at what's happening in and around our area. If it's happening in Southwest Mississippi, you'll hear it right here on TOL. Now, from our studios in downtown Brookhaven, it's Thursday Open Lines with your host, Kenny Goza.
Well, good morning, everybody. And we are not in the studio today. We're actually out on Highway 84 East at Farm Belt Equipment Company. We're going to be talking to several of the employees here in the building and just let our listeners know what's going on here. They've got a lot of specials going on for Father's Day and other things happening at Farm Belt. There's always something going on out here with Clark and David. So we appreciate the opportunity to be here. My first guest in here this morning is Turner Owens. Turner, you're in sales, is that correct?
Yes, sir, I am.
So did y'all schedule this with Taylor being gone? Because I know if Taylor was here, he would be sitting in the chair.
We saw the schedule beginning of the year, saw the vacation, and we said,
hey, this is a good time
yes,
to do something without Taylor being in the house. And, of course, Bradley won't come on.
No, you couldn't get him on.
Couldn't get him on. Anyway, you're in the sales department, and I think you have some specials going on.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you let everybody – how long have you been at Farm Belt?
I've actually only been here about a month, so I'm pretty fresh.
So they're bringing you in.
A couple of these tractors been here longer than me, so – well, we've got a couple of deals. One of the better deals we've got a 25 horsepower tractor that starts at $199 a month. It's perfect for anybody that needs a tractor around the house, just something to kind of get things going. We've also got some zero-turn mowers, and you can get those starting at $113 a month. So we've got a lot of things going on over here. Clark and David are helping us sell to y'all. So
now, when you talk about the $199 a month tractor, is it one that has a mower attachment to it, or just a farm tractor?
No, sir. So this is just starting off just the tractor itself. It's a four-wheel drive 2502.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And then the $113 a month zero-turn mower is a Z232, and it's a 42-inch zero-turn mower.
But I'm sure you have other sizes. I know you have other sizes.
You can take them all the way up. Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
does it go like 42, 48, 50
42,
something?
48, 54, 60, and then all the way up to even a 72-inch deck.
And you have if anybody comes by out here on 84,
we got what you're looking for.
The inventory is here.
Absolutely.
I was talking to someone this morning about coming over here, and they were asking about, because I told them based on past interviews with Taylor, and of course I know Bradley and Jared and a lot of guys here, y'all have a fantastic inventory.
Oh, absolutely.
And you do a lot of out-of-town, out-of-state business, right?
Way more than you would think. People come here because we got
But do you
everything.
think it's because of the inventory?
It's because of the inventory, and it's got a whole lot more to do with the people here. Like I said, I've only been here for a month, but you walk in here and you feel like you're at home. Even if you're not from Brookhaven, you feel like you're meeting people that are from your hometown. You talk to Will and Sierra and these people at the parts counter, and you talk to the salespeople, even all the way up to management. Everybody you talk to greets you. They welcome you. That on top of the way that we have our unit inventory, as well as Will touch on it, our parts inventory. We keep so many things stocked for these people so that when things go down, the work doesn't have to stop.
And this has been a great addition. We've talked about it out here being on 84, the corridor out here. Just a lot of traffic, so a lot of people see your business or see your inventory, see what you're doing here. So that we were talking before we got on the air, and Mr. Reddit, who's going to be on here later on this morning, talking about relationships. So that's what you're mentioning here. Mm-hmm. When you walk in, not only are you looking for a product to buy, but you're building a relationship for service and parts in the future.
Yes, sir. And advertisement also helps because our tractors are orange. That helps a whole lot.
That helps a whole lot.
You can't miss them.
All right. Well, what are the again, I on my notes here that was provided to me, it was about the 199 tractor. Is that pretty basic, or?
It's a pretty basic tractor. If you've shopped tractors at all, the idea of being able to buy one for $199 is a little bit far-fetched. But it is something that we have a way to get there. And
$199 a month for how long?
That's 84 months.
Okay.
And that's through Kubota Credit. So it would obviously require a pre-approval, but all of that's done here. We do pre-approvals over the phone. We do them in person, and it's easy to do. It's easy to find out.
And I'm sure Kubota has a service contract or a service agreement too, right?
Absolutely. They do a great job of warranties, service contracts, anything with a Kubota motor in it. You can get the K maintenance plan, and you can have us service it. And if you've dealt with our service department, you know that's a blessing.
So you've enjoyed being here for a month?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know if I've been here long enough to see any bad, but I've sure seen a lot of good.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's good. All right. Well, what else we need to talk about? What you got? I mean, we talk about tractors, we talk about mowers, but there's other products in the store.
Absolutely. You get to construction equipment. We've got, obviously that stuff is a whole lot more expensive, but, you know, people might not think that the Kubota place sells it, but we sell excavators, we sell skid steers, as well as implements, hay equipment, everything. So, and like you said, based on our inventory, if you show up and you're looking for something, we've probably got it.
But also household products, not just the zero-turn mower, weed eaters.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All the steel equipment, hedge trimmers, everything.
Yeah.
And Steel's offering electric stuff as well now, so you can go. Steel even makes mowers now that we have advertised out at the front.
They're advertising that quite a bit.
They are, yes, sir. So, and Will will touch on all of that. He probably knows a little bit more about it than I do, but yes, sir. We sell anything you need when you show up. We can either give it to you, or we can tell you where to get it.
No, you're not going to give it to them.
No, well, we like to say that.
Yeah.
We like to say that.
Yeah.
They got to give us something.
You're almost going to give it to them.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, no, just again, knowing a lot of guys here, I can see why people do business here.
It's awesome. I'm sure as a customer, and I've been a customer here before, and it was awesome then, and it's awesome as an employee. So I'm enjoying it.
What was your previous career?
I worked at Stan King for 3 years.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you're a salesperson.
I am through and through.
All righty. Well, where are we at on our time? We looking good? Okay. What else?
Trying to think. The zero turns right now are. I've done 2 applications this morning, and we hadn't been here, 2 hours yet.
Yeah.
So they're. This time of the year when the grass is growing, they're flying off the shelves. We've got
and the
those.
grass is growing with all this humidity.
Talking about growing, but we also do package deals.
Okay.
With these zero turns, and it can be as simple as a zero turn and a trailer, or just the other day I had a man, Mr. Warren McClendon. He's a sheriff's deputy. He came in here and he purchased a package deal that came with the mower, the trailer, a blower, a chainsaw, a weed eater, and it was all financed under one application, and it made it just very easy for him. He came in here, got it all knocked out. I think he was here 2 hours. And when he came here, he didn't have any way to clean his yard, and when he left, he had every way to do it. So those package deals are really awesome, and they come in more than just the mower variety. We do package deals with the tractors as well. We have people come in and they'll be looking at a specific tractor, whether it be anything from a 25 horse tractor all the way up to a 54 horsepower tractor, and they'll say, I need more than just the tractor, which is, we love to hear it, but we also love to help with it.
When you talk about the package deal, is there like almost like a menu that you show, here's the options that you have in a package? You can do this, or this.
So as far as our willingness to do package deals, the menu.
Or do you just pick what you
pick what you want? The menu's the whole lot. Okay. If you told me for whatever reason you wanted to do a package deal with that mower and that skid steer, I'd find a way to make it work.
Okay.
The whole.
So it's not like something. Hey,
No, there are no parameters.
Okay.
We do package deals on anything and everything.
Like if sometimes you'll see a package deal where it includes hotel and venue and this and that and other, but this is open market.
You show up and you point at everything you want, and it can end up being done.
Well,
it's awesome. I mean, a man out of Louisiana came up here the other day. He bought a 60 horsepower tractor, a grapple. He bought a cutter, a disc, and we've been waiting on one part to get here, and he keeps calling me and adding stuff onto the package deal, and he's more than welcome to do that.
But he's in Louisiana.
In Louisiana.
Yeah. Again, it goes back to the conversation I had this morning where I was talking to the person. They said, well, gosh, if somebody in Louisiana buys it, let's just use that for example, they may not do your service here, right? They may not. But do you find that they because of the way customers are treated, they come back here?
As far as a time instance, absolutely. And the only way I would say that was different is if someone comes from way far off,
right,
and just the convenience of being somewhere closer. But again, like I said earlier, if you've dealt with our service department and you've talked to Jared Smith and all the guys back there, and you've even walked back into our service department, just looking inside of where the work gets done, it's very clean, it's very well kept, and same thing goes as you walking in the front sales door here. When you walk in that service door, you feel like you're at home.
All right, Turner, we're going to take a break, and we're bringing in Will Pepper. I think that's who's next on my schedule, but we're going to take a break, and we'll be back. Good to meet you.
Yes, sir. Nice to meet you.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, we're back with our next segment with Thursday Open Line. As I mentioned earlier, we are doing a live remote from Farm Belt Equipment Company out on Highway 84 East. We just got through talking to Turner Owens, and we have a multitude of guests here on our next segment. We have Chris Hamilton from Gator Signs. We have Will Thibodeau from Farm Belt. And we have Mr. Darrell Reddit. Is that correct? Darrell Reddit, who is just a customer.
No, so Kenny, I actually worked at Gator Sign Company as their sales manager, but I helped Chris with the meat stuff too across the street over there.
So you kind of helped Chris get to where he's at today. Is that what you're saying?
No, Chris, I learned a lot from him because coming from my background previously, this is a whole new world, but it's awesome what we're doing. So,
well, that's the way Turner was talking about how great it is to work here. So, all right. Tell us what y'all got going on. Now, Chris, you're coming here to talk about some sales and fun.
Yeah, this month we've got a lot going on. We've got several promotions. One is our Independence Day promotion, which is running the entire month of June. We have up to 25% off select cuts of beef in the store, located in Macomb at 1021 Carrie Andrews Road. So that's running all month long. It ends on June 30th. And additional with that promotion comes every $50 spent that month automatically puts you in a chance to win a cooler. So we got a 32-ounce Arctic cooler, T-shirt, a hat, and a tumbler that you'll get for the winner of that. So every $50 spent enters you in for a chance to win automatically. And like I said, up to 25% off the entire month on select cuts of beef. In addition to that, we're running a Father's Day promotion. In that Father's Day promotion, we have 3 boxes kitted up. One is a 5 to 6 pound. It's $75, and it's going to come with 1 ribeye, 2 New York strips, 6 kebabs, and 4 beef patties. You can go up and you can get some additional cuts in there. It's about a 10-pound box, and that's going to be $150. You can get a little bit more. And then we have a big package if you want to go big, and you can get that 10-pound box of meat, and then an Arctic cooler with that same pattern. So instead of winning that cooler in that raffle, you can buy a cooler if you want to for your father. And we're running that special up till Father's Day, and then on Saturday, we're going to be open half a day for anybody that wants to come in the day before Father's Day and get that box.
Well, Chris, is this like a Father's Day, 4th of July combo thing of?
Oh, yeah. What we're trying to do is we've got a lot of beef. Daryl and Cindy have the cattle ranch, Stubborn Heifer Cattle Company, out in Franklin County, Mississippi, and it's pasture-to-plate beef, all grass-fed, grain-finished beef. And when we get a calf crop, we select some calves out of that crop to have processed and put in the meat store. In addition to that, you can have half a cow, quarter of a cow, or eighth of a cow. So we just get you with Daryl. You go through, pick out your cow, pick out your cuts, and they can have it processed, and you can just do it in bulk if you want to do that too. So that's why we're here. That's why we want to talk about it and share it. It's a lot of information.
When you gave the location, someone listening may not know exactly where that's at in Macomb. So any landmarks that you can say where your business is or how to get there?
Oh, yeah, exit 15 in Macomb. You're going to go about 3 miles?
Yeah, 3 miles east.
4 miles east. Bus Supply Company.
Okay.
We're right beside Bus Supply, behind the Faith Assembly of God Church, right there in Macomb. It's 1021 Carrie Andrews Road in Macomb.
You know, when I ask you that, this is because of my wife. Okay. If I told my wife the road name, she wouldn't have any idea where you're talking about. But if you tell her it's by the old Coke plant or something like that, oh yeah, I know exactly where that is. So sometimes it just helps to give a landmark so people know where to come.
Yeah, Bus Supply is a great landmark for us, and we work together with them and help each other out. So,
and being a sign company as well, Gator Sign Company, you'll see a couple of signs out by on Highway 98 that show that we're having the meat sale there. So if you just turn down, come by the office, we'll get you in and we can get you picked out whatever you're wanting.
So Will, you're doing what there?
So I'm the sales manager for Gator Signs. So I go out and I do a lot of local sales. So you'll see me around town talking with people. And then also trying to do some regional stuff. We're a nationwide company. We've got nationwide reach. But trying to build that up.
I'm glad you mentioned that because, Chris, you and I were talking when I was up at Colin. You came up and were recruiting students for employment. And I did not realize you were a nationwide company. And you were telling me about working in Las Vegas and all over the country putting up signs. And you do, was it Love Truck Stop?
Yes, sir. We do a lot of preventative maintenance work for Love Truck Stop as well as service.
So people may not realize how big that company is.
In addition, we have a lot of other sign companies that just manufacture signs, or they'll just do a marketing package, but they don't actually do the install. So then we get called in to go do some of those installs. So we've done things like paint signs at football stadiums and off casinos. And Bart Allen, the other owner, has actually been in Florida bouncing between 2 projects now that we're installing. So a lot going on.
Yep. And so at times you're looking for employees.
We are, and that's when I came up to Colin. We use Colin Southwest Community College, and we go talk to the students, and anyone graduating out of those workforce programs we're interested in talking to.
Okay. Mr. Reddick, is Will going to share with you the microphone here? I think you're kind of a dual purpose person here, talking about being a customer here at Farm Belt, but also about what you're doing with Gator Signs and the what's the cattle company?
Stubborn Heifer Cattle Company. It's named after my wife, and it's a true name.
Okay.
True name. No, we run several.
Me and you both are going to get in trouble because I mentioned my wife, and then you mentioned your wife. And
she named it. She knows what it's all about. She can show you. But no, we run several companies. We're focused more on the ranch now. We run a beef cow and calf operation, and then we kind of got into the packaged beef business. It's USDA packaged beef, and then we sell custom calves that they want to buy half, whole, eighth. Our cattle are a little bigger than calves are a little bigger than most when we slaughter, so we go down to an eighth because of the volume of meat on it. And then with the sign company, Chris and Will, we have a great team at the sign company that keep it going. Bart's there too. Bart does a lot. He does some jobs that are kind of high, hard, and heavy, difficult. And then we're in touch with the office every day, but we're focusing a lot on the ranch right now, getting it going. And we have a security company that does automation and security and stuff like that. We have a graphics company that does printing and vehicle wraps and stuff like that kind of fits in. And I'm not saying smaller signs, but somebody wants banners and stuff like that. It's what they do instead of the big company that does commercial signs.
Where's that located?
It's across the street right behind Bus Supply Company.
Okay.
All of our business is right there outside the ranch. And then we travel, the hands travel a lot. We got some good hands, the long-term hands. We got 15, 18-year employees with us, and we have some newer employees, but a lot of 10-year employees with us. Some of them have got awards for the 15 and the 20 on it, but it's a pretty good deal on it. We 28 years in business, and we work in 48 states, and we've done some stuff that a lot of people don't know about. The job was not ours, but we put the signs up at the Superdome when they renamed it. We did some NFL stadium work. We did a lot of college work for some colleges. The jobs was not ours. We were just to install people on them, and some at the Mississippi State, some at Arkansas, and some other places like that, and do a lot of high-rise buildings. up to 600 feet. You know, it's about the biggest one we've done so far on it. That would have been in Denver, I believe. And then we've done work in Connecticut, probably one of the biggest signs east of the Mississippi River in Connecticut. And then we have been west doing some stuff. We've worked casino work, stuff like that. And as far as we've been above Seattle, working on casinos above Seattle, and we've been as far as Miami, putting signs up. So it's a pretty good deal. I mean, it's a lot of our employees got to see country they never thought they'd see. You know, some of them flew on planes that they never thought they'd fly on a plane, but they'd seen the Hoover Dam, they'd seen Vegas, they'd seen Niagara Falls, you know, stuff like that. And it's exciting that they can do that on the road and get to see. And I've seen a lot of country. Bart's seen a lot of country, and through the business, so that's been a good experience.
Well, Chris, I think going back to your conversation years ago, one of the benefits I remember from talking to you about working at Gator Signs is sometimes you'll when a project's over with, you'll let an employee stay out somewhere an extra day or two just to see the country.
Yeah, these guys are gone from their families up to 21 days at a time. And, you know, as you're on the road, that takes a toll on you. So one of the things to just help keep morale, and they're already out there, is as long as everything's on schedule and everything's rolling good, they come across the Grand Canyon and want to take a day to go visit it.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great benefit.
We had some crews that were in Oklahoma, and Oklahoma was playing another big school, and they asked could they take a day off and go watch the ball game. And we're like, yeah, guys, y'all want to take a day off? Go watch the ball game. So we let them take advantage of that. Because you're out there.
You know, we talk about Southwest Mississippi a lot. Will, you've heard many conversations about the growth of Southwest Mississippi, the industry opportunities. But with my previous career, both at Entergy and at college, it's amazing how many companies here around the area are national companies, and people don't realize that. They think everything may be to 4 or 5 counties where all the work's happening. But just like we were talking about with Farm Belt, it's a national company. They got people from other states buying equipment here. You're doing stuff all over the country. There's other businesses here that are working everywhere, and people don't realize that because they just don't know.
Yeah, it's in the service industry. It's what Farm Belt's talking about, selling tractors. It's because of what they do on the service side of it. And we're a service-oriented company. And when you want stuff done, you want people to do it, and we're not 8 to 5. An employee we have that don't answer the phone 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, and we don't. It don't stop. We eat lunch. We eat lunch at the office. It's catered in, so ain't nobody got to leave, and we do it in shifts. So somebody's always at the counter, or somebody always on the phone or can answer the phone and get to the phone. But yeah, you'd be amazed traveling across the country, the people you run into from Southwest Mississippi.
Yes.
You're getting on an airplane, or you're on the road, or you pass and you read license plates.
Yeah.
You know, say, damn, they from Mississippi too.
Yeah, it's just amazing.
It's I was in Kansas. I know you said you got a second here, but I was in Kansas, working in Kansas or Nebraska, and across the street somebody's putting up a sign for a company, and I knew who made that, and they was out of Hernando, Mississippi, and we was in Kansas or Nebraska, and run across them. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
pretty cool to see that.
Well, Will, in your side. Are you traveling a lot? Are you just local trying to?
So I've actually been here. I've been with the company a little over 4 months now, and I've actually done some traveling. As Daryl was saying earlier, Bart's doing some hard and heavy jobs, and I got the opportunity to go to Jacksonville and be a part of one of those jobs that we're working on currently. But yeah, working with Chris, working with Daryl, working with Cindy, and working with Bart, it's been a great opportunity for me to see parts of the country and do things that I've never dreamed that I'd have the opportunity to do. But yeah, it's like Daryl was saying, and like you were saying a little while ago, yes, it is a local company, but with a national reach and reaching out and talking with people in the community, we provide a service that not a lot of people think about. But when you need a sign, or when you need something done with your sign, or something fixed or maintenance on something, you've got a local company that you can rely on.
Well, like Mr. Reddit said, not just a big billboard sign, but you're going all the way down to wraps and and banners and those type of things too.
Yeah, just
so
local
how
stuff.
how do they get in touch with you?
Yeah, they can call the office or they can reach me on my cell phone at 769-217-8240.
All right, slow down and give that number again.
My cell is 769-217-8240, or they can call the office. We've got an 800 number or a direct line there. But give us a call or call us for Stubborn Heifer if you're looking for some meat. We also do crane rentals that people, AC companies, they call us needing somebody to put an AC unit on top of a roof or anything like that. We've got a lot of, as Chris says, balls in there that we're juggling, and we're doing our best to keep them going.
I don't think a lot of people knew that. I mean, listening. Yeah. All right, Chris, we're about to wrap up. You want to go over what all you do, the raffle and sales and everything that's happening?
Yeah, to kind of wrap it up, I think a great place, you can go to GatorSignCompany.com. You can see a little bit of what we do, and we have everybody's names, emails, and phone numbers. In addition, you can go to StubbornHeiferCattleCo.com, and on there you will see all our promotions. And the last one I want to touch on is the Anna Boyd Benefit Raffle. We got 100 raffle tickets. It's 100 chances to win, $250 per ticket. And you're going to win half a side of beef that is going to be rancher's cut, which is it's going to be pre-selected cuts of beef, all grass-fed, grain-finished, all vacuum sealed and frozen. So if you want to buy a ticket, we have a list of numbers. You can go to the website at StubbornHeiferCattleCo.com. Go to beef. You'll see the raffle on there. All the contact numbers are at the bottom. Just call us up and we can get you a ticket.
So Anna Boyd she had health issues?
Yes.
So Anna has osteosarcoma. She's getting treatment over at MD Anderson in Houston. Chris can tell you a little bit more about that. It's something very, very beneficial for them right now as a family.
So Mervyn and Ellie Boyd. Mervyn owns Boyd Electric in Macomb, and Anna's her daughter. She's been battling this for several years now. She's had it since she was 12, and she's currently over there now. She's got about 2 treatments left. They say she's doing great, and we're hoping she's going to ring the bell toward the end of July.
Well, that's wonderful.
So the benefit raffle is to help raise money for the expenses of the hotels and just the traveling back and forth, because it's her mom, dad, her sister Jordan, and her brother-in-law Caleb that's been bouncing back and forth, helping run the business and tend to her. So this is just to help ease some of those expenses for them.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a break here, and we're going to have someone else come in. Chris, good to see you again. Will, Mr. Reddit, nice to meet you.
Thank you.
We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with, I think, somebody from Farm Belt. Just going to see who comes in. Dude, you got to talk. All right, we're back. Okay, guys, we're back. We just keep evolving, rotating people through here, but we got a lot going on. We're out here at Farm Belt. Let me mention our sponsors: Bank of Brookhaven, King's Daughters Medical Center, Brookhaven Recreation Department, Lincoln County Civic Center, Toyota Brookhaven, Copiah Lincoln Community College, Rapid Oil Change. We appreciate their support. We are doing a live remote from Farm Belt. That's why we just got people walking in, walking out. We're just talking to whoever wants to put the headset on. We have with us now Will Pepper. You're in service?
Parts.
You're in parts. And Jared Smith, you're in service. Okay. Mr. Reddit's back in here with us because he's a customer. Is that right? Is that why he's here? He's not selling anything out there on the floor. He's just buying. Right. All right, guys. Will, we've known each other for quite a while. Jared, first time that we've met. Nice to see you guys. All right, who wants to go first?
I can go first, Mr. Kenny. So we're here. What I'm talking about this morning primarily is next weekend we are having a Father's Day sales event sponsored through Steel. That'll be June 18th through 20th, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And we're going to do a 10% discount on Steel units. There's also up to $1,500 off on some of the larger products that go through the sales department, but that is on the units, string trimmers, what most people in Southwest Mississippi call a weed eater, blowers, power saws, in anything that is deemed as a unit. So anything that you run can crank and run, or if it's a battery unit, the unit itself. But we carry, we don't carry just every product they make, but we carry a ton of steel products, from small lawns up into, commercial grade equipment as well. And that, that promotion goes for anybody within that date range.
Turner was mentioning you do have some of the lawnmowers that you see advertised. That's kind of a new product with steel, right?
Well, yes, and it's even a little bit newer with us. We've had them for a couple of years. Those lawnmowers still introduced those 6 months before COVID, which kind of made it unique for them, but they just stayed with it since they'd already invested so much in putting out a start date and doing everything with it. But yeah, it's been a growing market. Seems to be a good mower. Naturally we sell more Kubota mowers at this store, but they seem to be a good product. We don't hear any bad feedback on them. They've got them. They're like everything else. They've got several different series and sizes out there.
Well, still, it's just a good product. I'm sure you can attest to that.
Yeah, they've been they make a quality product in all areas. Like right now, on top of our most popular string trimmer, or weed eater for those who know that language, is an FS56. It's a straight shaft trimmer, residential engine. Sell 100 a year. Right now they have a $30 discount, so you could actually double dip on your discounts. You could get, through this promotion, you could get the 10% off, and we could tack the $30 discount off on that same unit as well. So it's a lot of good stuff going on. And then we've got all the accessories to go with anything. We keep different heads, variety of different size and style trimmer line. For our saws, we keep chains, files. One of the things we push in-house here is a thing that Steel does for the customer is that if you buy a 6-pack of synthetic mixing oil or a gallon of pre-mixed gas, whatever unit you purchase, if you buy it at the same time, Steel will double the warranty for the purchase of the oil or the mixed fuel, we push that a lot here. It's good oil, good fuel that won't gum up through the winter. You've got to buy it somewhere. So, we really push that here. It really seems to help our customer at the end as well, especially that premixed fuel on next spring, not having issues when you start. You don't fight a clogged up carburetor or anything like that. You winterize it by keeping that fuel in it and put it in the shed or put it in the garage, and
ready for next year.
When you're ready, you go crank it.
Right. I mean, all of my yard stuff, as far as weed eater, trimmer, and hedge clippers and all that, and blower, I'm a Steel guy.
And we've, one of the things that, the market, as everybody refers to it, the battery stuff has grown in the last 10 years, even in our local area. And, batteries are never going to drown out gas powered where we live because of, people with acreage. But the battery world has grown a lot, and Steel has worked really hard to keep up with that, and we work really hard to have variety. They've got 3 different lines, kind of depending on how much time you would run it. It's probably the easiest way to explain it. The middle series is by far the most popular series, and they've even got, I bought a push mower for my son Lofton. He's 10 years old. He weighs 60 pounds. He was able to use it till the battery went dead yesterday. So, we've got a weed eater as well that, I made sure to buy corresponding stuff so the batteries that'll work with one another. But there's something here for everybody. With this upcoming promotion, if you've got just a small home and a small lawn, whether that be we sell the Steel stuff. We've also picked up a vendor this year that sells the Pioneer line. They do a lot of equipment. We keep some generators and some push mowers with them in stock as well, with a gas engine. They are not a part of that promotion, but we do keep all that stuff here on the showroom floor. A little variety of all different stuff, because different people have different needs or different wants. So we try to have a big variety in house for people.
Yeah, we were talking earlier in the first segment. I don't know if y'all could hear it out there or not. But we were talking about one of the things about here is inventory. You have just a great inventory of across the board, from tractor to heavy equipment to mowers to on, like you're talking about, on down to household.
Yeah, and that's something, you got to give credit to everybody that's been here before, like in the parts department. My owners, Clark and David, and my former manager, Mr. Allen, they spent a lot of time. And then a few years ago, I got involved, and in trying to have stuff here, like doing the best we can figure out to attempt to have it here today. I mean, we miss sometimes. We're human.
Sure,
but,
yeah.
But, we attempt to have a lot of depth in what we have and a lot of breadth, a wide spanning of stuff. And like I say, that's, I don't know if it still does or not. Our hold music used to have a voiceover that talked about the volume of stuff we had in stock, in stock at the moment in parts. And that's something we work pretty hard to attempt to achieve and keep up. But yeah, we try our very best in all areas to have good inventory and plenty of inventory.
Well, Jared,
Yes, sir.
tell us what you do.
So I'm a service writer down here. So I handle pretty much all of the repairs coming in on the customer's equipment, whether it be anything from a chainsaw that quit running on you, all the way to hay balers, hay mowers, 150 horse tractors, excavators, you name it. I handle all the intake and getting the repairs run through the shop, making sure it's a quick experience.
Are you exclusive to just Kubota or Steel, or if anyone out there has a XYZ brand, service-wise, do you work on any type of equipment?
Basically just Kubota, Vermeer, Woods, Bush Hog, Steel, anything like that. Anything, Kawasaki, Kohler, those brands, we do have warranty repairs for them.
But if someone's out there and they have a piece of equipment and, hey, I don't know where I can get it fixed, they could come check with you and see?
They can definitely call and check. There's certain things that we can do if it's an engine repair to something.
Right.
Some of the stuff we can't get parts for, for some of the other brands. But Kohler, Kawasaki, stuff like that, we can get parts for.
You have a good crew of folks back there?
Definitely. We've got 11 technicians in the shop.
Okay.
We run 9 of them to handle most of the customer repairs. We have 2 that work in assembly that handle, if you come down here and buy a brand new tractor, they handle setting up the third function valves on it and the grapples and buckets and whatever attachments you buy. They're the ones that outfit all that. And then we have, like I said, the group up here that handle all the other repairs, anything from needing blades and belts put on it to transmission overhaul, clutches, anything like that. We have a group of guys that handle all that as well.
How long have you been working here?
Just over 5.5 years now.
Okay, so you kind of have the business.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Turner been here a month. Y'all threw him out to the you threw him in the fire this morning.
I don't think we did.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Reddit, would you share the mic with him? Because I think I know we were talking before we came on the air just about the service side of, and you mentioned something before we come on the air that I'm a big proponent of the fact that not only am I buying something, I want good service and I want a good relationship with the person that I'm doing business with.
Yeah, it's based, their business is based on relationship just like ours. I was making some notes while they were talking there, on it. We have 13 pieces of equipment on our ranch that come from here. It's 14. I just thought about another 14. And then we have upgraded some tractors through time. We have upgraded some tractors through time. But the experience is here is that long-term employees, every time you come, you're not looking at new faces. You don't have to explain who you are, what you got, and all that stuff. They're always here. The same people, I know who to deal with in parts. They know who to deal. They have my tractor in here right now, one of our larger tractors here now. And no fault of their own. It's been here a minute. No fault of theirs, but they're giving me updates. I mean, I'm not having a call. They're calling, giving me updates on it and what's happening with it, stuff like that. And then the sales department to the parts department. I'm fortunate one of the parts people lives out by where I live, so if I need parts, he'll bring them and drop them off for me and stuff like that. And they have left parts outside if I was in town, and I pick them up after hours, come by and get them, and it's not a problem in the world to get that done on it. And they will meet you here after hours if you're in a nine-kind bind, and if you got the relationships there.
Yeah.
Somebody will come over and get you what you need and get it straight on how you need to do it. And then when I get parts and products, I usually get a printout of of where it goes, how it goes, and what I need to do with it, and then I'll keep that in the file for later on and stuff like that I need on it. But it's just when what they sell, they work on, they'll stand behind. And we really, I've got tractors probably from here 15 years ago, and they're still doing good. They're still running. They do all the service work here, and when we start service in the spring, they pick one up, bring it back, pick another up, bring it back, pick another up.
One of the biggest topics of conversation you hear away from is customer service, and not everybody gives good customer service.
The customer service is great. I've needed some parts and need them pretty hurry. Another dealer here in town was delivering something to me, so Farm Belt took it to them to put into the vehicle they was bringing me to bring to the ranch. They left here, took it up there, give it to them. They put it in what I was getting and bringing it to me. So stuff like that. That's what you need. It's what you need. The sales department, they will get back to you, talk to you, and get you a good price and your delivery dates. And like you're talking about getting stuff ready. I bought equipment with it. I can't pick it up now because we got to fit it to the tractor.
Right.
We got to put it together, whatever. So it's not, and they explain to you how it's doing and stuff like that. So the relationship we've had with them for the sign company and our ranch also, all it's been. You couldn't ask for nothing better.
All right, Will, talk about the specials again because we're about to wrap up.
Yeah, so we've got the 18th through the 20th, Thursday, Friday, Saturday of next week, our Father's Day promotion, up to $1,500 off. That's, counting the zero-turn mowers, and then the in-house on the handheld units, there'll be a percentage off on the units. Got a good bit of stock here. I'll sit down sometime today and probably make my weekly order and, amp up just a little bit of it just to make sure. But like I say, come see us.
Come see what you got. See what's on sale.
We'd love to have you. We'd love to see you.
All right. Well, we're going to take a break, and we're coming back with some more guests. Thank y'all for coming in.
Hey, thank y'all for having us.
All right. And we'll be back in just a second. We're back. All right. We have with us, as we're closing out today's show, I want to mention our sponsors one more time because we couldn't do it without them. Bank of Brookhaven, KDMC, King's Daughters Medical Center, Brookhaven Rec Department, Lincoln County Civic Center, who's in the house with us right now, Toyota Brookhaven, Copiah Lincoln Community College, Rapid Oil Change. We are doing a live remote from Farm Belt Equipment out on Highway 84 East. You have heard from different folks that work here, sales, service, parts, all of that. Stop by. They've got some great equipment out here, great service, great people that work here. And they just got all kind of stuff coming up for Father's Day, sales, and all of that. Well, we're going to close out. I told your father-in-law the next time you came on I was going to get him, but obviously he's not coming with you today either.
No, I couldn't get him here.
All right, we have Emmeline Davis, the voice of the Lincoln County Civic Center. We're not going to do Chaston anymore.
Look, he's not even here.
Yeah, we're not going to do him anymore.
Something about a meeting in close.
Oh yeah, he's always busy. Yeah, the ghost of the Civic Center.
The ghost.
Yeah, not the goat. The ghost. All right, what you want to talk about, Emmeline? You said you needed to promote something?
Yes, our Old Brook Rodeo is this weekend, so this is the last stop on our press tour of the week to talk about the rodeo. Shelby and I have decided it's 20 years. We're saying 20 years.
20 years.
And Shelby, this is a sanctioned rodeo. I mean, this is like
Yes, we travel all over. Last weekend was Ruston, Louisiana, and I was telling Emmeline earlier, in 2 weeks we'll be in Pontotoc, Mississippi, go North Mississippi during the summer. But it's sanctioned with the Tri-State Rodeo Association. Been around since 1966, the association. It's around the 20th year we've been here at the Lincoln Civic Center. I've been the stock contractor for the past, I think, 10 or 12 years. We were discussing this with Chasten earlier in the week. But it's a great stop to come. We really enjoy coming to the Lincoln Civic Center. It's a top-notch facility. We go to a lot of arenas and facilities across the state, but we look forward to coming here to Lincoln County to the Civic Center. It's a great place.
And Emmeline, this is a ticketed event.
This is a ticketed event. We are selling them advance right now at One Seed Store, 601, and online, but you can get them at the gate for a different price of $12 instead of $10 if you buy them in store.
So they're $10 or $12 tickets.
10 adult, 8 children right now in stores, and then at the gate they'll be 12 and 10.
What time's it start?
The performance is at 8. We'll open a little before 7:30ish.
So this is Saturday night?
Friday night
and Saturday night at 8
Yes.
o'clock. What all's going to be involved?
We've got contestants from all over the southeast United States. There's a lot of rodeos going on this weekend. This is kind of what we call the, when it gets closer to 4th of July, it's called kind of Christmas in July. This is the summer run where it gets really busy. There's several other rodeos within probably 2 hours of here this weekend. So we've got contestants jumping all over, coming around. They'll be here one night, be in Louisiana the next night, Alabama possibly one night. But all of our rodeo events, everybody's favorite's the bull riding. But we'll start off. We've got the horse riding events where we'll have some
barrel racing,
bucking horses, and then we have all the roping events, barrel race. Everybody loves a barrel race. We got some events for the kids. We got a calf scramble, which we're going to be giving away a bicycle. Yep, LMD Industrial out of Hazelhurst. I know they do some business here in Brookhaven. They're going to sponsor our calf scramble. And then we'll have that for the kids. We've got an entertainer coming in. Unique young man. I saw him about a year ago in Louisiana at a rodeo as our funny man or barrel man or entertainer. He's a young kid. He's only about 16 years old, which is pretty young for that job there, but he does a great job. Keeps the crowd really going into
16 years old.
Yes, sir. He's from Azle, Texas, over in Texas, but he's one of the up and coming new.
Was it like generational?
No,
just something he wanted to do.
Exactly. Because usually a lot of those things, it is generational. Either they had a father, grandfather, or somebody in the family that did it.
So you got bull riding, bronc riding, barrel racing,
calf roping, breakaway roping, team roping.
Just a little bit of everything.
Yes, sir.
Everything
all
that you'd see at Dixie National.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Right here in Brookhaven on Friday and Saturday night.
Yes.
Just a good opportunity to come out.
Yep. Good family fun.
Mm-hmm. This is really cool for our arena because we do all these events separately. We have about 10 a month, but it'll be just a barrel race or just a calf roping, and so to have it all in one night and one weekend is going to
Now, will there be any local people?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so
there will be some of your barrel racers, some of your team ropers. We live here in this area here of the state. There are a lot of barrel racers, a lot of team ropers. That's kind of the major events here in this part of the state. So yes,
Emmeline,
we will
what
have
are you
some
doing?
locals.
Taking
What
pictures.
event? What are you doing? Oh,
Being in the way.
Oh, okay, being in the way.
Taking pictures of Shelby while he's trying to work.
Yeah, we're gonna put her on one of the bulls.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely Chasten.
Yeah,
He should.
Definitely Chasten. Huh? Oh wait, Ben's raising his hand over here.
He volunteered.
Yeah, no, yeah. He's like, I'll do that. We got a couple of minutes left. So, Emmeline, you want to talk about anything else going on at the Civic Center?
After this, we have Dairy Day next weekend, which is always super fun. It's a free event for kids. We got free ice cream. I know that's a good selling point, but
rest assured, my grandkids know about Dairy
please
Day.
come out to Dairy Day, and I'll post some of that stuff on our Facebook this week. And then after that, we've got our 4th of July fireworks, which we're meeting to talk about.
Oh,
and
yes, that's a biggie.
It's a huge one this year.
This is a huge one this year, right?
It's 250th, so extra stuff on top of fireworks this year.
And this is all sponsored by our elected officials?
Yes, our state representatives.
Becky
Curry,
Vince,
and Jason Barrett.
Yeah, we appreciate them doing that. And that's going to be It starts what time?
It starts at 9 o'clock on July 4th, and it's free parking. We'll have concessions.
But there's going to be
there.
other things happening prior to 9 o'clock.
Yes, we have an orchestra that'll be there at 7, I know, and then churches will be handing out food and drink. So get there early.
He's raising his hand again over here. I don't know what Ben's up to. All right, we got about 1 minute left. Let's talk about the rodeo one more time. Friday, Saturday night.
Friday and Saturday, tickets are on sale, lincolnciviccenter.org/rodeo or at Juan Seed Store and 601 Sports, or you can get them at the gate, and the performance starts at 8 o'clock both nights.
All right, you can come back and talk about 4th of July if you need to.
I'll be here.
You hear them taking us off. Thank y'all for listening in. We've been at Farm Belt doing a remote broadcast today. We will be back in studio next week, I guess, Ben? And we'll talk to everyone later. Thank y'all for listening in.